whatever the hell number this is, because it's been a while
It's been a while.
we took a break.
It's been...
Don't even try.
It's been a while.
Allie, you're going to do your magic, and you're going to put it right there.
Been a while.
Whatever it is.
You should know.
I don't know what it is. Oh, she'll find out. She'll look on YouTube and figure out which one it is.
I think it might be like 8 or 9.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
So welcome to the Screen Burn Podcast. We're all a little rusty. It's been a while. We've had a lot going on. As we're recording, it is January 7th. The original plan was to record one on December 26th. So a lot's happened to everyone. So
That's bad.
You know, we're missing Branson. I think he's still at work, so he'll hopefully be on the next one. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. There wasn't anything really to talk about.
Not really.
You know, there's no games coming out. The games are starting to come out now. Here at the end of January, we're gonna have Rainbow Six. No, it's not Rainbow Six. It's Rainbow Six Extraction. That's what it is.
Yep.
Rainbow Six Extraction, which I think I'm gonna get.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll probably get it too.
I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it's gonna bring a weird twist to Rainbow, but you know,
Yeah.
Right.
It's a fun concept, I believe.
I'm pulling it up. Rainbow Six Extraction is an upcoming tactical shooter, of course. It's a spin-off from Rainbow Six Siege. Extraction is a cooperative multiplayer game in which players must work together to combat and defeat a type of parasitic alien called the Arachnus.
Venom.
Dude, they look like symbiote type characters.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to come out.
Rip off.
When is it? January 28th. Is what I want to say.
That sounds about right.
January 20th is apparently what it is.
It's close.
January 20th, so that's coming up really fast.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really pumped about that. So yeah, like, we just didn't have anything to talk about, really. Like, let's be honest.
No.
So
I mean, probably the best thing that I went to go do. Spider-Man.
yeah.
Probably about.
So me
probably
and
about
Joey
most
went and
exciting
watched
thing.
Spider-Man. Have you watched it, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I have not been holding off on that one at the moment. I watched Venom
Let There
a
Be
couple days
Carnage.
ago. Yeah, I watched that one.
That's good.
Loved it.
It's good.
It was, whew, man. It was a cool like spin off on how Carnage was made. You know,
Yeah.
basically how they said that Carnage was, spoilers everybody. Sorry, but
spoilers.
if you want to skip maybe 10 seconds down the road,
Yeah.
then
Allie,
good now.
figure out how long we talk about this, Allie, and then put when they can skip to.
Okay, but yeah, so when he bites him, and it says that he's tasted blood before, but that's not blood, and he tastes it, and basically Carnage is Venom's son.
So
and it's like, what?
So here's the thing, though. That is comic book canon. That's how Carnage comes about in the comic books. But
Yeah,
it's not from Cletus biting him, though. In the comics, they took Eddie Brock's DNA, like they took a blood sample.
Branston.
Oh, is he calling?
Let's see. Hello.
Well, while he's talking to Branson, there is one game that, because I'm big into zombies and stuff like that, So there's a new game coming out June 21st of 2022. Okay. It's called The Day Before.
Okay, so
Day Before. It's on Steam. It's an open world MMO survival set in a deadly post-pandemic American overrun by flesh, hungry, infected, and survivors killing each other, food, weapons, and cars.
I've seen.
Hey, that sounds like America.
Yeah, that's a little too close for home right now. Let's be honest. It's a little too close for home. I've seen the trailer for this that IGN posted, and it's pretty cool because it has a lot of vehicle customization.
Yes.
And driving around, like, your vehicle can be damaged, and it felt a lot like a game that I've played, SnowRunner.
Yep.
So, like, how it feels and how you're driving through the snow, like, it felt like that, like, very light,
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, like, that looks like a good one. When's it coming out? I have it pulled up right here.
June 21st.
June 21st.
Yes, we got a little bit.
I'm definitely gonna get into that though.
Yep, for sure.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Wow.
I watched The Walking Dead again. Whenever I was in high school still and all that stuff, I started watching it, and then I started getting into sports more and stuff like that, so I just stopped watching it. And now I just kind of seen that the 11th and final season's coming up, so I was like, I gotta start again.
You've been binge watching it.
Oh yeah. Yep. Every time I came home, that's what I'm watching.
Right.
I tell you, else is coming
hey, since we're talking about like post-apocalyptic zombie-ish games, one that they have not released a release date for, that I'm super pumped for because I played the first two like crazy. State of Decay 3.
Yes.
State of Decay 3. So this one from the trailer, it was just like a cinematic teaser trailer, but it seems like it's gonna be more opened. You're gonna be able to hunt because in the trailer or whatever it showed a deer, and when the deer turned, the deer was like partially turned.
Yep.
That looked pretty good.
Yep. It did.
That looked perfect.
I really like that. Yep. I watched all like people do.
So here's the thing. State of Decay 2, I think State of Decay 1, but don't worry about that one. State of Decay 2 is on Game Pass, and anyone that has Game Pass, download that game.
Might have to now.
Like, it is fun. And the cool thing is they have a DLC called... What is the DLC for State of Decay 2 called that I'm thinking of? The Heartland DLC, I think, maybe? And what that did was they remastered the first game's map and put it into that DLC so you can play on the first game's map. Excuse me.
Huh.
And it's really good.
So good news. He's not dead.
Oh, okay. He's just chilling at the lake. Chilling at the lake.
Yeah. No, he went to help somebody, so he's at work right now. So. Yeah.
Darn it.
All right though.
Oh man, but no. So we were talking about State of Decay.
Oh yeah. Man. Okay, so I played the first one, and then the second one came along, and it was cool, but I don't know. It was kind of dry, I guess you could say, for me.
So here's the thing, it was in the beginning.
Yeah.
Now that it's been a couple years, like they're still updating State of Decay 2. Like there was an update like 2 weeks ago that added something new. And one of the cool things they add is there's like in every map that you play in, because I actually played it a couple months ago. And like I was saying, it's on Game Pass, so why not download it? Why not play
Exactly.
it,
Exactly.
But they have like a merchant that is parked somewhere on the map, and you can go to him and you can grab quests from him. And when you do those quests, you get specialized loot that you can only get from him. So like I went up to him, and it was like kill 2 juggernauts, and I got like a modded out M4.
Oh.
So like I ran out there and like I just found 2 juggernauts, and like yeah, those are the hardest enemies to kill. But like I had like a grenade launcher or something on me, and I just like doom, 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 and blew them all up. And then I like ran back to him, and he goes, "Here you go," and gave it to me, and it had like 600 rounds with it. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh,
but then you can get like specialized outfits and all that kind of stuff to wear, so it's pretty cool. It adds more to the game, because the game really is like a settlement simulator. Really, you know, you get your settlement, and then you want to make sure it's defended and all that. That's basically what the game is. That's why I think State of Decay 3 is going to be so much better, because I'm hoping they're going to expand on that, because they did really well with it, but I want more of an open world.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I
love it.
And that's what I feel like that game that we were just talking about.
The day before.
That's what I wanted. I hope it's.
It looks really, really good.
just like The Walking Dead,
Yeah. Like
Dead itself.
the day before is one of those games like excuse me. Like in the trailer that I watched, these two guys were like room checking all of this entire house, and then as they were upstairs, they heard like a siren coming down the road from a police car, and other players got out of the police car, and they like ran out the back door and started hiding so these other players didn't see them. Like that would be fun as hell for all of us to play.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because not only are you facing whatever their zombie or whatever it is, you're also facing these other players.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That
would be
sabotage
pretty
you.
sweet.
Yeah, so you can sabotage
Wow.
people.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, just
So-
like in a real world situation, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's just something like,
Oh, yeah.
my style of post-apocalyptic like zombie game would
Yeah.
be like Dying Light. Those ones give me that crafting, creative, Far Cry style, zombie game.
yeah, for sure.
There was a zombie game that me and you played a lot, Ryan. And I'm trying to think of what it is. So like let's go back. The first zombie game I think I fell in love with was Left 4 Dead. So let's just drop that.
I mean, that has to be everyone, dude.
That has to be everyone's like number one.
Like what I seen a TikTok earlier today. They're like, all right, let's see how many people are playing. Was it Back 4 Blood? Because that's like the
Yeah.
newer.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
and they said there was like maybe 6,500 people that were playing that.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, let's go to Left 4 Dead. He went to Left 4 Dead. There was like 23,000 people still playing Left 4 Dead.
Left 4
Yeah.
Dead
Like,
2.
wow.
Left 4 Dead 2 probably.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that one there's a huge modding community behind it, so they do a
Yes.
lot of mods.
Yes.
Speaking,
That's like probably like the first ever zombie game that I ever played.
Yeah. Speaking
Thanks
of
to
mods,
Ethan Fireisen.
Speaking of mods, though, really fast, since we're talking about zombies, my wife sent a video in Messenger to us, Joseph, and it was a Call of Duty Black Ops modded zombie map, and it was The Office from The Office.
Yeah.
Like that looked really
I've seen
cool.
that one.
Like,
It even had the gelatin, the
Yeah.
stapler in the gelatin
I know.
on the dang deal.
I
Like,
know.
they had the desk that was all Christmas present up, and
Yeah.
everything.
But
Like,
it's so awesome.
like
every iconic thing from The Office was
Yeah.
in that zombie map.
And that like seeing that, because I was a huge zombies guy for Call of Duty
Yeah.
before they went too crazy with it. Like I don't want
Sure.
like I want zombies and I want dogs. I don't want all these mini bosses and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I want
I mean,
faster.
the Hellhounds were like the iconic
Yeah,
throw a twist in there because it wasn't like that. You didn't really have dogs in there until
Yeah.
like the next map, and then you start hearing the dogs, and you're like, "What is this?"
yeah. So
And then
like
you hear him say, "Fetch me their soul."
Right.
And then you're like, "Oh god."
And you're like, oh crap.
so like I love OG zombies for that. OG Call of Duty zombies. Now like I did play like the map with like George Romero as like that slow walking dude. Like that wasn't terrible. But like when you get like the zombies that have like fireballs they throw or whatever, like I don't need that.
You
know?
really don't.
So seeing like the Office modded map or whatever, like that almost convinces me to buy Black Ops 3 on Steam because it comes with the zombie pack that has every single zombie map, and then that's the one that everyone mods on.
Yep.
Black Ops 3.
Yep.
So if you buy Black Ops 3, I believe, let me pull that up really fast so I'm given the right details. Black Ops 3. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. It's still freaking $60.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
For you.
Black Ops 4 is the same way.
Wow. Okay, so yeah. So if you get the Zombies Chronicles Deluxe Edition, it comes with all of the maps.
No.
And then it has the modded tools. So yeah, so like that's the one we would have to buy, and then we could play all these different zombie modded maps and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And like seeing that kind of makes me want to do that until I see that
it's $60.
Oh, wait a second. I think we can just do the Zombie Chronicles, which is $30. Or
is
still, like, how old is this game?
Wait, nope, that's just DLC. Holy cow! Okay, so you have to pay the $60. Never mind, podcast listeners, don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's a tryout.
Pretty much.
Right.
Being honest, like.
So, okay, all right, you guys keep talking. I'm going to try and find this game that me and Ryan played a crap ton of. It was a top-down.
Oh, you talked about the
What
survival game?
What is
How
it?
to Survive?
Is that what
Called How to Survive tips to survive. Man, what is it? Something the island or something like that.
Oh, are you talking about? Gosh, what was it called?
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you got the guy with the mask and everything. He's like, oh, you found my book, and then you
Yes, what is
read
it?
the
What is it?
tips and
Tips to survive a zombie. Why do I type that in? Tips to survive a zombie apocalypse. CDC guidelines.
I thought you guys were thinking about Dead Island.
Dead Island was really good too, though.
Yep.
Tips to survive a zombie. What is it?
I think that's like a good zombie.
Is it How to Survive? How to Survive.
Yeah, that's what it is. How to Survive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something that was like straight random, but it's just like how to survive, and it gives you the tips on how to make bandages, make weapons and stuff like that.
It was a really fun zombie game to play.
Like a top-down game too.
Yeah. And I think that was probably one of the last games that we did like split screen co-op on. Cuz it came out a long time ago, so like I would be over at Pinky's house and we would just be playing away. It was really fun though.
Yeah, because it had a day-night cycle.
Yep.
And you would have to make it to these safe houses, and to actually be able to sleep and change the day to night, you would have to push this button, and it would call a horde of zombies and stuff.
Yep.
And you have to fight them all off and kill them. But at night, you have a flashlight, and if they're called walkers or something like that, and they come out at night. And you have to use the flashlight to burn them away, and they're like super fast. It's creepy. And the night is like super dark, can't see nothing but the flashlight in front of you.
So I just pulled up since we're talking about zombies. This is a good start to the podcast zombie part.
Mm-hmm.
PC Games has done an article, the best zombie games on PC 2022. Okay. So as of 2022, what are the best zombie games on PC? So I'm just going to go through this list really quickly. Resident Evil.
Okay.
Resident Evil 2 Remake. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War.
Oh, there it is.
I hate that zombies because it has the weird bosses in it.
I was thinking World at War.
World at War should have been on there.
Yep.
And then there's a game called Zombie Night Terror. In some zombie fiction, the horde is not mindless, not exactly, but guided by their pursuit for brains by one bigger brain. Here you are the hive mind directing the pandemic from behind your keyboard. So it's a side-scrolling game, and you can tell your zombies where to go.
Huh.
Out of all the Call of Duty zombies you've ever played, what is probably your favorite map that you've played on?
All right,
My favorite map.
All right, let me pull this up. Oh, God, what is that?
Good question. It's a good question.
Well, all right. The most nostalgic one would probably be Notch Their Totem.
Yep.
That one was a very, fun one to play with everybody. Like all the guys staying up for hours and hours just playing it. And I mean, I remember one game actually lasted like 6 hours. Just playing
yeah, dude, that's the best. That's the best thing, though.
Here's the thing, though. Notch Their Totem's good, but Der Rise.
Yeah, Der Rise. I'm just talking about like the nostalgic one, like
of being the first one.
Yeah. That one was the start of everything, because you're just like you didn't know what to do when you first started.
Yeah.
And then you just hear like and they're coming out and they're walking. They're just like.
I would have to say my favorite out of all of them, and there's been a crap ton. I think Transit is my favorite.
Transit.
Okay. I thought we were just talking about the
World War One. So let's get more content out of this. Let's get more content out of this because we need this to be a good podcast. Spoiler alert. Let's go through each game. And let's talk about which one's our favorite, because I have every single one of them pulled up.
Okay.
Which one are we starting with?
World at War.
Oh, World at War
is the first one. There was Notch Their Totem, Verrückt, Shi no Numa, and Der Rise. And I have to say my favorite one out of those four is Shi no Numa.
Really?
Yeah.
That one was really good. That was the one you were in.
I remember.
What, Vietnam?
It was yeah. Well, no. Yeah. I believe it was in Vietnam, but you were in like a hut. And you started out, and then you had to like go downstairs and everything like that.
Yep. That one was really good.
That one was very cool whenever it first came out. But it was so hard, like because you don't have very much space to hold down.
No.
Yeah. And so you had to keep moving. Like you had to stay moving. There was really no spots to hunker down because they'd be coming everywhere.
A fun fact about Shi no Numa though is that map at the time before a lot of these modded ones came out, that map held the record for the highest zombie round. Because a guy played it so much that he found out once you got to a certain round, every other round, the zombies would have the health of round one zombies.
Oh, nice.
So every other round, he would just...
I just gotta, make it to this point and then it'll be okay.
But I think it was like round like 7,000.
Oh, yeah.
Because like I think he got to like 15,000 or something like that.
Yeah, but you could pause the game too on that one, like if you're doing solos.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, and that's how everybody was getting those high levels. But like it's like, oh, I'll be back next, tomorrow.
Just leave it running.
So
and all of a sudden your power goes out.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
So much hard work.
So mine's Shi no Numa. What's your guys'?
World at War. So the most nostalgic one was Notch Their Totem.
That's the one we go with.
That's the very first one.
Because it started it.
No perks, nothing.
Yeah,
just
no perks, nothing. It was mystery box trying to get that.
And what you did was you bought the stairs going up, and then you stood back at that back wall and just mowed them down.
Just layers.
No. And then you start implementing that glitch. You get up in the stairs and then you jump across and then you post up on top of the stairs so they couldn't get you, and then you just like,
oh man, that one was good. Is that what you're saying too, Joseph?
Yeah, that's probably one.
And you also had the flamethrower too. You had unlimited ammo.
Yep. So the next one is the zombie maps from my favorite Call of Duty ever, Black Ops 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Kino der Toten, which was the movie theater, really good.
Yep.
Introduced the teleporters.
Yeah.
No, because there was teleporters in Der Rise.
In Der Rise, it started the teleporters to the main deal.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it wasn't.
You teleported to the Pack-a-Punch though.
Yeah. And I mean, that was the same thing with the movie theater. You teleport to the Pack-a-Punch up top, but it started getting more intricate into the you first teleport into a room, and then you're like, whoa, what is this? And it would have Easter eggs in there, you know, and you can grab like stuff, and then you know.
So then we had 5, which was based off of a multiplayer map, and there was that. That glitch. Was like the. There was the glitch where you could get into one of the walls that the zombies come out of, and then like the scientists couldn't get to you.
Yep.
Me and Pakey sat for hours and hours and hours over at our buddy's house with two PS3s.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 PS3s, and we were just going and just playing zombies nonstop. And then there was Dead Ops Arcade, which was the top down, which was fun.
Yeah. I mean, that was fun, but I don't know. I didn't really like it that much.
Then there was
it was just a cool arcade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there was Ascension. Call of the Dead is that one I was talking about with George Romero. Shangri-La, which started adding those weird bosses. And then Moon. Moon was really good.
Moon was a really cool map, just because if you finish the Easter egg and you actually chop a nuke at the planet and stuff, and then you teleported back, it was still like all on fire and stuff like that. You're just like, oh god.
But I'm gonna say mine has to be, out of these, Kino der Toten.
Okay.
It has to be.
Mine is gonna be 5 all the way.
Really?
Just because being over at Chris's house, this is the only map we played.
Yeah.
We only played this map every time, just because it was the Pentagon. Yeah. And you drop down the levels and stuff, and then you'd be in that open
area.
calm area. And then you drop down again into the scientist zone where they had like basically like Area 51 and stuff like that.
You gotta catch the monkeys, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man. Okay, I'm taking it back. It's 5. It's 5.
Yeah, 5. 5 is probably my favorite.
Yeah. Oh man.
It didn't have very much room, but it just had so much like things that you would see, and it made it so much better.
Definitely.
The one thing I will say is I enjoyed Moon and the DLC that we had to get for Moon, because it brought back those 4 original maps remastered. So that's where we played a lot of 5, but then we also played a lot of Der Rise at that point.
And you got to play the game with the newer weapons too. So it wasn't just World at War weapons. You're actually using more modern weapons in that game mode. So you're just like, oh, I'm bringing a new game to this.
Yep. Oh, man, that one was good.
The death machine. You could bring in the death machine and everything.
Oh, my gosh. Dude, and like we would go into that back room, up those stairs, remember? And it'd be the 4 of us. It'd be the 4 of us. You got 2 people with the ray guns. And then we had 2 people standing up with ray guns, and then we had 2 people in the front crouched with LMGs. Just
blasting. And like literally, we had 2 people with ray guns, one guy with the Wonderwaffe.
Yes.
And and we got to a point where it was just like eventually it'd be too much for us to handle, so one of us would have to jump down and like circle around at the bottom,
guide them around,
and the person with the Wonderwaffe would wait until it's full, and you shoot it, and it kills all of them. And it keeps going.
Oh my god! It was so good. Oh my god. Okay, so the next one is 2 years later, Black Ops 2. You get Transit, which completely changed up zombies.
Yes.
Blew it away.
Yes.
And one of the first times we played it, we went over to our buddy's house.
Mm-hmm.
And it was insane.
Yeah, we didn't know what to do.
We were like,
we were like, I don't even know how to leave this place. Like, we were like, where do we go? And I was like, hey, let's get on the bus.
So like, fun fact, we were talking to him, and he's like, dude, I just got a 3D TV. We should go over to. You guys should come over. So we're like, wait, what? So we went over to his house, and like we put on the glasses in his room, and we're like, what the hell? And he goes, let's play some Transit. I was like, oh shit! So we tried it, and the 3D didn't work on there.
No.
But that's what got us to come over to his house, and then we played it, and we're like, holy shit, like, because we had never played a zombies map like this before.
Right.
It was a massive map. Like you had to take a bus to each zone, do stuff there, get your perks, and all the perks were all over the map. And then you figure out that you get the butcher's knife, right, or the big
the
big
Bowie
one,
knife,
the Bowie knife, and you can run into the smoke. And as long as those things jump on you, you can knife them once and it kills them, and you just keep running through.
See, and like what I never knew is I thought you had to stay on the transit the whole time, but you actually can get off and you can like run into the. I don't even know what it would be.
So there was
but like halfway between a point, you'd have to jump off and you'd have to like go follow this maze through the cornfield to get to this abandoned place and get one of the parts. And then that electric, as soon as you'd get like the power and stuff on, that electric guy would come at you. And I beat him multiple times.
Yeah, you have there's EMPs that are in the game.
And
don't you have to like knife him and stuff like that too? That's like the only way to get rid of him.
Oh my god.
Yeah, well, it's mainly that there's there was a gun also that would get rid of him. It was like the Wonderwall too, but yeah, it was mainly those EMPs that you throw down and you blast them, and that was like the main thing that would take his electricity away, and then you start shooting at him, and then that would actually kill him. But he'd come back every time though.
Oh, so this is making me really nostalgic. I kind of want to buy that.
I know. Me and my buddy.
It makes me want to play the zombies on PC now, because like all we did was play it on Xbox
with controller.
With control. Well, I mean, I would probably still use controller, but with higher frames and stuff like that.
All right. So after Transit, Nuketown Zombies came out, which was a controversial like choice for them to make.
Yeah,
really.
Because a lot of people, you had the fans of Nuketown that like, I want Nuketown every single game as a multiplayer map, and then they made it as a zombie map. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I love Nuketown. I did not like the Nuketown Zombies at all.
No, I agree with you that was kind of a. I mean, it was a fans basically request.
Yeah.
But, they were just like, everybody loves Nuketown as a multiplayer. It's fast paced. You know where everybody's at.
Yep.
But as a zombie map, it's just kind of like, Yep. We had Transit. Where it traverses all the other all the other zombie maps, and it makes a wider variety of what you can do, and then you kind of cut it back down to a smaller map, and you're just like,
Yep.
Kind of. There's really, it's the same thing. It's not really different.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
But,
so then after that we had Die Rise, which was the skyscraper one.
Yeah.
That was a weird one.
It really was.
We played that one a lot, and it pissed us off because you would jump off that ledge to get to the other skyscraper, and you would jump perfectly.
Yeah.
Perfectly. But 3 out of the 4 times you do it, you fall to your death.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you would build the slippery gun or whatever.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't great or anything, but you use it, and the zombies would either slow down or it's like they slide off.
Yep.
But
gosh, I remember playing that one so many times too.
Yeah, I mean it was a cool concept of trying to change the game.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like they may have tried to overdo it just a little bit.
Yeah.
In that one, because it was kind of confusing in that zone for me. Maybe not everybody, but for me it was like, I mean, what's the point of this here?
Yep.
Right.
And then we had Mob of the Dead, which was the Alcatraz one.
Yep, that one was pretty fun. I like playing that one.
So that one was interesting because to get to Pack-a-Punch, you had to build the airplane.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then fly over.
Yep. Gosh, that's so crazy.
Oh my gosh. But I liked it because it brought that afterlife.
Yes.
That was really cool. So when you went, when you died, when you went down and died, you became a ghost.
And
then you could zap open stuff to open up new things for your teammates or whatever, and then you could go back into your body.
Yep.
Gosh. That was really cool.
And that was kind of like the start of having boss zombies.
Yeah, because you had the warden.
It was the warden.
Yeah.
That scared crap out of me.
It scared the crap out of me.
Dude, I mean, because when he spawned, it was just like boom, and like he just like run at you. You're just like, oh
yeah, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, and then the last one for this. Sorry. There's 2 more for this Black Ops 2. Buried, which was
I like that one a lot. I like that one a lot.
It was pretty good. And then Origins, which was the big like Nazi one with the big robot that would walk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That one was cool. It was because it was like you got teleported back in time.
Yep.
Be when Richtofen was still a scientist.
Yep.
In that time period.
Yep.
And he created all the robots and stuff and the zombies and everything like that, and it's just like, golly, this is where it began, basically.
Yep.
God, it's so crazy.
And then you'd have to stand underneath that big old robot, and when the lights are lit up, and
you can step.
You
can step inside it. You can get inside.
I don't know how many times. I don't know how many times we would run underneath there and then look up and it wasn't lit up and we would just get squished.
And it's just like, it's like, take me and die.
So out of all those, I think I would have to go with Transit being my favorite.
Yep,
I agree with that.
Like that was the first one of that game.
I feel like that one was like just the start of like greatness.
Yeah.
Just because when you got into it, and if you didn't like read up on it or anything like that, it was just, what do I do? And you didn't even know how to turn the power on.
Right.
You didn't even know that there was power.
Yeah. Well, and what I liked about it was you had it was basically 4 maps in one.
Yeah.
You had the depot, the farm, the town, and then the diner.
Yeah.
So you had all these different spots that you could choose to hang around in and fight in and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
but there's also like little Easter eggs in there too that would, if the bus left you,
yep,
you could go out into the fog, run back real quick, and as long as you found a light pole and that thing got on your head, you got near the light pole, it'd jump off and create a teleporter. And you jump in there and it teleports you across the map.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my gosh! What the?
Boys, are we buying some zombies?
Probably.
So and then there is Black Ops 3, and this one came out with a lot, and this is where I think I quit playing zombies as much.
Yes.
Because
I did too.
A lot of these names don't sound very familiar to me.
I remember.
So here's the thing. This is the one that you need to buy on Steam or whatever to get the Zombies Chronicles DLC. Here's what comes in the Zombies Chronicle DLC. You get Nachtur and Toten, the first one.
Yep.
Verrucht.
Yeah, they made a remake.
Verrucht, Shino Numa, No Doris.
Mm-hmm.
Kino der Toten, Ascension, Sri Lanka, Moon, and Origins. So you get 8 games in that Zombies Chronicles pack. But that kind of upsets me that there's no 5. There's no Doris. And I wish they would have added in like Call of the Dead. Because I really liked Call of the Dead. Because you had like the zip lines you could go down. That was really fun.
Right,
but,
yeah, for sure.
God, I'm looking at this list for Black Ops 3, and I don't know. I know the first one, which is Shadows of Evil.
That's the one I played the most out of all of them. And that was probably the one I liked the best because...
It came with the game.
Pretty much.
You didn't have to buy
You didn't want to spend money on any other ones. So I have a friend, Christian Morris.
Yeah.
He's not around here anymore, but... he got really big into it because I kind of showed him how to play zombies and stuff like that, and he did research after research, like just to beat everything on these things. Like he had stuff written down. Like, man, you got it.
Oh wow.
Keep going, and he would not stop playing, man.
Man, so I'm looking at this, and Shadows of Evil was the one that came with the game originally.
Yep.
And gosh, that one was pretty darn good. You know, it was weird because it did have that boss in it.
Yep.
You know,
like the box was in like the river or whatever.
Yeah.
And your players had like special powers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like it was like you had
And the
like,
weren't the gumballs part of a thing now in this too?
Yeah, you would after the game and stuff, you could unlock gumballs, and it would give your player like extra perks and stuff. But you could start out with your loadout.
Yep.
No, you could edit your loadout with guns you buy off the wall. So like if
so
you
they would
have
have
XM4,
yep.
you could edit the sights, the magazine size, the barrel, and stuff like that, and you'd purchase it off the wall, and it would come with the loadout and everything.
Yep. So
after Black Ops 3, I really didn't play a lot of any more of zombies. Really.
Okay, so this is why Derice, not Die-Rise.
Yeah.
Derice. Is not a part of the Zombie Chronicles pack because they made The Giant, which is a huge remake of that map for Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
And then there was Der Eisendarsch. I butchered that.
You sure did.
I sure did. And what is that one? Because like I said, I don't remember these ones. Oh! German for the Iron Dragon. This was the map with the castle on the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this one was. Okay. You remember that one, Ryan?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I remember this now. You were in Griffin Castle.
Wait.
And you'd have to, wouldn't you get like, if you went into these certain spots, you can launch you somewhere in like other parts of the map, I think.
Which zombie map had it was the western one.
That was buried. Black Ops 2.
That was buried. Okay, that was the one.
That was buried for Black Ops 2. Yep.
That one was pretty cool. I did like that one. But no, I don't think I remember that one.
Well, I remember
Shadows of Evil
playing it with you, but we probably didn't play it much. You had the wonder weapon was the Ragnarok DG4. It was those spikes that you could slam down.
Yep.
Man, it's just how long it's been since I played it.
I know. So there was that one. What is this one? That's not what I wanted to do. Oh boy, it's a little windy outside. Zetsubu no Shima. Small recreation of the test tube hallways. You can see revelations when entering Varuk through. What is this? It takes place on an abandoned island in the Pacific. I don't think I ever played this one. What the heck?
Yeah, 'cause I believe I stopped after the one that you were talking about.
Yeah.
I don't think I kept playing it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever played this one.
And I know they brought in more zombie maps to it.
Right.
Wow,
I played the one where you go back to Alcatraz, and as the four main characters, and I remember that one because you go back and you it's like kind of all falling apart and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay, so you've played this one though, I think. Gorod Krovi. It has that dragon. Features the return of the original crew. Set out to kill the original Nikolai and preserve his soul in the summoning key. See, this is when zombies got really weird. Like, I just want to kill zombies. I don't know why you have to go all crazy with it. But
yeah,
I don't think you probably don't remember this one either. Then
I don't think I do.
And then what is Revelations?
think Revelations that one's the final one of everything. It's the closing point of their story.
Revelations.
Which I never got to play it. I had watched the video on it, and it was like the final Easter egg.
Oh, it's really weird.
Yeah,
Takes
it's
place
like
within Agaroth after the release of the Shadow Man from the Summoning Key. The cosmic appearance of Revelations is distinct from any other zombie map. The map features reoccurring gameplay elements from. Yeah,
it has Nacho Toten in it.
Yeah, I never played this. So out of Black Ops 4, I'm going to give it to Shadows of Evil because
that's the only one I remember.
You know, and then I'm not going to go into the other ones. I'm sorry, I'm not going to. So people watching this, if you played the Black Ops 4,
you mean Black Ops? Was it Black Ops 3? Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3.
Black Ops 3. You said Black Ops 4.
Oh,
Black Ops 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black Ops 3 is probably
Yeah, I'll give it to Shadows of Evil. But I'm not gonna go through Black Ops 4 and Cold War and Vanguard because first off,
the last.
So what is
the last one I played on? It was Black Ops 4. I think it's like
Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I played it a couple times, but I'm like, dude, it's just not it. It's just not.
Which one was it?
It was like a Gladiator one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I played that one. Yeah,
I played that one for a little bit, but I'm like, God, that's not it, man. I think I'm gonna stop playing.
You get brought into this gladiator realm, and you have to find the precursor like artifacts and stuff.
Okay, I lied, guys. We are going to talk about this a little bit. Because there's the other one that came with that game is Voyage of Despair, which is the Titanic one.
Yes.
So I did play that one.
We did play that one too. So yeah, we did make it past 3. Okay, we just got stale at 3. We were just like, I don't know if this is gonna be it.
It got pretty
and then we were
like,
let's just try it. Let's try it.
So the one you were talking about,
it did get kind of a little bit better in a sense past that point.
Yeah.
It was still kind of off the charts of being weird, but
So
it was still cool.
The one you're talking about, Joseph, is called 9. And it's the second zombie map in Black Ops 4. And it's set like in the Coliseum.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably only the one I really remember playing. I probably played that Titanic one. I just don't remember. Remember.
What is Blood of the Dead? I have to know. Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead is the 3rd zombie game of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and the 27th map overall. Holy shit. It is a reimagined version of Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. So yeah, I did play this one in 4.
After that, it's kind of been a blur of zombies. I mean,
this is where the good Richtofen dies.
Oh,
all right, yep, I'm definitely done playing.
Yeah, he was the only good version of Richtofen.
Yep.
And he sacrifices his blood so that way the other ones can go.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yep. I remember.
And he's just sitting there. He's just like, no one will know. And he just dies right there. And the other ones leave with the it's like a past Richtofen, but he's like all in like a Crusaders suit and stuff. And he comes out, and it's like, golly, that's like, even though Richtofen's a crazy, sling gun, it's like, man, you never see that part of him.
So this is something I've noticed though, looking through this list, is a lot of these later ones, these DLC maps, are just reimagined skins of other maps. So you had Dead of Night is of Mob of the Dead, and then the last DLC map they had for Black Ops 4 is Tag der Toten, and that is a reskin of Call of the Dead, which is the one with George Romero, and you had the dude from Machete in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then I own Cold War, and I've played a little bit of the zombie map for Cold War. I played it maybe for 20 minutes or whatever.
Right, and that's probably about as far as I got. I just don't remember.
So fun story. I was playing this with 3 random people, right? Mm-hmm. Haven't played zombies in years, and they go down, and they're like, and I can hear them through the voice chat or whatever. They're like, "Oh man, let's just restart. He's not gonna do anything." And I started doing a train and just running around in circles, and these zombies they're like, "What's he doing?" I'm like, "Do you guys not know what this tactic is?" And I just ran in a big circle, turned around, and just started mowing them down. And I had bought a wall gun from that room. So, I was just mowing them down, bought more ammo. And, these dudes "How did you survive?" And they all came back the next round. I'm like...
they just don't know. They'll never know.
And then there's a zombie map for Vanguard. I didn't know Vanguard had zombies.
Yeah, I just played it. It's pretty cool.
Is it?
Yeah, it's very it's weird. But weird. It was fun to get back into it, just killing zombies and stuff, because it feels more satisfying, I guess you can say, when you kill zombies.
Really?
Yeah, because the sound effects and if you have your controller and it vibrates and stuff like that, but the sound effects itself when you're killing the zombies really sounds good.
Really?
But it's weird because it's you have a starting point,
mm-hmm.
right? And you already have Pack-a-Punch there. You have a couple stuff here, but you go through these rifts, and basically what it is you have demons and gods and stuff, and a demon is bringing the dead back, right? And it's given this Nazi the ability to bring the dead back.
Really?
Okay. So yeah,
wow.
It's gave him a possession or something like that, because he wanted power, and you're basically working for these other deities, gods and stuff, to kind of put a stop to it. So you have to do quests for the other gods. You'll have to go through this rift, and it says it's either a blitz or something like that.
Yeah.
And you have to kill this certain amount of zombies without dying, and then it'll teleport you back, right?
Wow.
And you can actually extract yourself to a safe.
Really?
So if you get enough money and stuff like that, you can be all right, I'm going to go to the extraction, and you have to fight your way through, and it's zombies coming everywhere, and you're going everywhere, and you have to fight your way to the extraction teleporter, and you go through the portal, and this doctor's just "Oh, you made it. I'm glad you're safe." And then it's the end of the game, or the round and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So then you can jump back into it.
Oh, dude,
so yeah, and you can use that money to upgrade your equipment, your perks and stuff like that, and then you can jump back into it and finish the story. So I mean, when I played it, it was, it felt good. It was pretty cool. It's definitely not the originals, but
yeah,
it was pretty cool to get back into shooting zombies though.
I tell you what though, guys, after this conversation, I really have an itch to play the OG zombies again.
I know, right?
I really do. So I'm gonna do some more research on that Zombie Chronicles DLC, because if we can just buy that for $30,
that wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad at all.
I'll do it.
Because I'm not gonna pay
$60 to buy a game that's old and outdated,
and that's all we would play on it.
It's just the zombies. Because I think it would be fun to play all those old maps again, and then to do some of that modded zombie maps.
And where I went, that Galaxy Gaming thing here in Sioux Falls or whatever.
Yeah.
They have it on PCs and stuff like that. And I played it you can play at a Minecraft island. You can play pretty much anywhere, dude. It's so cool.
Oh man, I remember there was a YouTube channel I used to watch back when we were still in high school, and I would watch for when these new zombie maps came out, and that's all they played was zombies. And I remember staying up for the midnight releases. So what was it? Shangri-La. I remember I was staying up super late to watch them play Shangri-La as soon as it came out. And they played it, and they did the whole Easter egg, and they didn't stop playing until they did that whole Easter egg. because they were trying to be the first in the world to do that Easter egg, and that was so cool.
Oh yeah.
You know, and it felt good. And like they ended up going, and after all that was done, then they'd play modded maps. And there's some really cool modded maps in there. Like people made some really cool stuff.
Yeah, when I first seen like actually modded maps, I'm just like, I don't know how to get this. Like, how do I play this? I want to play them.
Like we're on Xbox and PlayStation.
That was before, you know, I was just like, oh well, PC Master Race, you know, they can do anything they want to do.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Oh man.
But yeah, those ones would be fun to play. Like just doing different mod maps, just playing the Office map. That would be pretty cool.
I know that there's
and we probably could too if we got Black Ops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that there's one modded map, and it's like the smallest zombie map, and it's literally
it's like everything's in a square,
and like everything's right there, and like zombies just come from 3 directions.
Oh man.
Oh gosh. Well, hell, that was a really good episode, and we're gonna call it there.
I like this one. I really did.
It turned out to be a full zombie episode, but hey.
Little zombie extravaganza.
Why not, right? Why not start the new year off with some zombie talk? As always,
that was good. I like that.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you very much.
Apologies for the hiatus, but we're back. We're gonna be doing them once a week for a little bit till it starts picking up, and then we'll go back to 2 a week. Once a week, and we'll see you guys at the next one. You guys take care.
Hey, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bells and notifications for more content. Don't forget to write down in the bottom of the comments so that way we can get what y'all want to hear the next.
Yeah, someone's got to say something down there.
Yeah, what he said.
That stuff. See you guys later.
See ya.